pretty sure we've all heard of JLo's cancellation of her tour. She put a very important message on her website, which basically says, important announcement, this is me live. Representatives for Live Nation announced today that the Jennifer Lopez U.S. Summer 2024 tour, This Is Me Live, is canceled. Jennifer is taking time off to be with her children, family, and close friends. For those who purchase through Ticketmaster's, tickets will automatically be refunded. There is nothing further fans need to do. For those who purchase via third-party resale sites such as SeatGeek, StubHub, Vivid Seats, etc., please reach out to your point purchase for more details, which basically means you're kind of screwed if you did third-party purchase. And then she further gives the announcement to her J lovers. She says, I'm completely heartsick and devastated about letting you down. Please know that I wouldn't do this if I didn't feel that it was absolutely necessary. I promise I will make it up to you and we will all be together again. I love you all so much. Until next time. There was a lot of TikTokers that were talking about the fact that, like, you know, J-Lo needs drama or orchestrates drama in order for sales to be selling, right? New relationship, new perfume line, new clothing line, new whatever line. This is what she has done, right? And so
all of these men have all served a purpose. You get together with these men around the time that you're getting to release a project, whether it be a movie, whether it be a song, a record, whether you're going on an album, whether you're going on tour, whether something there, you have a perfume line coming out, you have a, I don't know, did she ever have clothing? I don't fucking remember. I just remember the perfume. There is always something. You have some project coming out, and then there's a relationship involved around that to create hype and to create controversy and to create this and to create the other. So
ticket sales have been very low, right? People aren't interested. And I think part of it is because, she did a little change into her tour so that it would garner some more attention of like her old hits. And I know that just sounds oh so harsh of me to say, but I just can't help myself but state the obvious. She is truly, and I'm not the only one who feels this way, by the way, she is truly the Milli Vanilli of the century.
So is JLo just the updated version of Milli Vanilli? I think so.
Like, she just has been, okay? She's not singing her own songs. We're finding out old clips. She has this very much diva-like behavior. There's a lot more in between the whole Diddy situation that people like to kind of put away. And people are upset because they feel like everybody's prosecuting her like she's Diddy. Look, I think J-Lo has been complicit and silent. And this is just the people being tired of being, not seeing more authentic celebrities. And it's crazy because there's been some like celebrities that have, stood up for J-Lo. One of them being Aisa Gonzalez. There's this article from Us Weekly that says Aisa Gonzalez slams disturbing criticism of Jennifer Lopez after singer cancels tour. And it says, Aisa Gonzalez came to the defense of J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez, after the singer announced the cancellation of her first tour in 5 years. This is what Aisa had to say. I have to say the level of bullying that this woman has received in the last few months is so disturbing and heartbreaking, Gonzalez wrote via Instagram story, which some of you guys might have caught that. I didn't catch it because I don't follow Aisa. I think that's how you say her name. I don't really know the girl like that. I don't know the celebrity like that. But some of you guys might have seen that story. Let me know, like, who is she to J-Lo, or is she just somebody that feels like I can say something because I'm a celebrity too, and maybe she noticed something. And some of you fans might feel like that. Some of you fans feel like, people have been really hard on J-Lo, and I get that. I personally don't feel like it's the same. I feel like people want a response from J-Lo. I feel like people are tired of the kinds of celebrities that get away with shit all the time. And people just want a response from somebody that wants things from people. If we're going to be paying money for a concert or for somebody's clothing line, or if we're clicking and if you're watching a video, if you're watching an Instagram story, whatever it is that you're watching, please know that that generates money to that creator. And so watching a JLo movie, an Amazon, whatever it may be, that's generating money for JLo. People want accountability. People are tired. And I think it's like okay to feel that way, and it's okay to call that out. People were making parodies of her, this is me in the Bronx. I was that wild little girl that would run around looking for a sandwich. If you know, you know. I'm kind of like Selena when we know that that's not the case. Like, people got tired of that. And they called her out, and they realized just how unrelatable. You can say you're for the people. You can say you're wearing the bamboo earrings and the Chucks or the Doc Martens or the Tims or whatever the hell you're wearing, and the fur coat and the apple bottom jeans, and that just makes you relatable. But it's not. It really isn't. It doesn't make you relatable. People want to see you be relatable. And it doesn't just happen because you're making a movie talking about this is you now versus this is you then. No, it happens throughout the time. If people had noticed that Jenny from the block was really like in the block, really helping the folks or really connecting with the folks, connecting with the fans, it would be a different story. People wouldn't have a Jenny story to tell. And if people were credited or maybe compensated the right way for using their voice, their lyrics, or whatever it may be, from taking from other artists like Natasha Ramos or Ashanti or so many other ones. If JLo was known as this, there wouldn't be this outrage towards JLo. There just wouldn't be, it wouldn't be happening. How can you complain about someone being mean while enjoying being mean about them? Although I understand this, like, well, you don't return meanness with meanness. It's criticism for the many years and the many things that, have been said out there about JLo. So I'm not really understanding this logic of like, how can you give this woman criticism? I don't get it. She further says, people are humans, make mistakes, and some have personal things happening while also having to be constantly perfect in the public's eye. Who's asking her to be perfect in the public? Wait. Aisa, are you sure you're talking about Jenny on the block? Like, I don't know how old this girl is. I grew up with the Jennifer Lopez thing, growing up, because she played Selena, and like for us Mexican Americans, she was pushed on us because she played Selena. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What mistakes did she make? Like her love life, she put her love life out there. She did that. She thought this is the greatest love story never told was going to be this Purple Rain thing, that it would win Oscars, and it didn't.
Because I didn't just feel like I lost the love of my life. I felt like I lost like the best friend that I ever had.
What?
And I couldn't talk to him for so many years.
But we heard you talking.
That was the hardest part.
No, what? You didn't.
I used to think that.
When were you quiet? Jennifer, why are you lying?
Else about this. Now, nobody's perfect, but at the same time, nobody's doing what the shit that she did. Like, I just want to know, like, this is JLo's world, and we're just living in it. That's what it seems like to me. So, yeah, people are humans. Yeah, right. We make mistakes, absolutely. And we definitely have personal things happening while also having to be constantly perfect. No, I'm not perfect, and I don't care to be. But that's the thing about me and everybody else, as well as everybody that's here, right? We're not trying to be perfect. We're just normal humans, and we calling out shit that just seems so shady, like to even say this. She further says, the world is a pretty complicated place. The best thing we could be doing now is be kind. We have no clue what people are experiencing. Yeah, very true. We have no clue what people are experiencing. That's everybody, not just JLo. not just celebrities. That's everybody. We have no clue what people are experiencing. Now, I think that it's important for people to give criticism. JLo has given criticism, so why can't she receive criticism now? She did this interview in 1998 with Movie Line, okay? And she was asked her thoughts about some of these famous actresses at the time. So Movie Line decided to ask her thoughts on what some of the A-list actresses she was now competing with for movie roles, what she thought about these actresses. She said about Salma Hayek, we're in two different realms. She's a sexy bombshell, and those are the kinds of roles she does. I do all kinds of different things. It makes me laugh when she says she got offered Selena, which was an outright lie. If that's what she does to get herself publicity, then that's her thing. Columbia offered me the choice of Fools Rush In or Anaconda, but I chose the fun B movie because the Fools script wasn't strong enough for me. This is what she thought about Cameron Diaz. A lucky model who's been given a lot of opportunities. I just wish she would have done more with. She's beautiful and has a great presence, though. And in my best friend's wedding, I thought when directed, she can be good. This is what she thought about Gwyneth Paltrow. Tell me what she's been in. I swear to God, I don't remember anything she was in. Some people get hot by association. I heard more about her and Brad Pitt than I ever heard about her work. This is what she thought about Winona Ryder. I was never a big fan of hers. In Hollywood, she's reversed. She gets nominated for Oscars, but I've never heard anyone in the public or among my friends say, oh, I love her. She's cute and talented, though, and I like her just for looking like my older sister, Leslie. That's what she said about Winona Ryder. Oh my God. This is what she said about Madonna. Do I think she's a great performer? Yeah. Do I think she's a great actress? No. Acting is what I do. So I'm harder on people when they say, oh, I can do that. I can act. I'm like, hey, don't spit on my craft. This is what she said about Claire Danes. A good actress, her emotional and inner life are available to her, which is a good start. But I feel like I see a lot of the same thing with her, with every character she does. She's not that way in U-Turn, though. This is what she said about herself being kind of on the A-list. I'm the best. I feel like I can do anything, any kind of role. I'm fearless. I work really hard. I'll just get better as I go along because I'm open to getting better. If you have the goods, there's nothing to be afraid of. If somebody doesn't have the goods, they're insecure. I don't have that problem. I'm not the best actress that ever lived, but I'm pretty good. I don't think she's ever won an Academy Award, has she? Know what Academy Award winning role she's done. I do want to get at the Salma Hayek comment that she made about who was offered Selena. Salma Hayek was offered Selena. Salma Hayek had been offered the role but hadn't auditioned for the role. But she turned it down because she felt some type of way about portraying her so quickly after her death. Jennifer Lopez jumped on the role.
It's true that you were originally offered the role of Selena but turned it down?
Yes.
That is true. Yeah.
Because they offered it to me like a week after she died.
Right.
A little bit they were already planning on making this movie.
Right.
Yeah.
So let that be very clear. It's been talked about before. Now, the reason why the Quintanillas push for a Selena right away, because they've been criticized about this, is because there were people so shortly after her death, there were people that were already reaching out to the Quintanillas talking about doing a movie with or without their permission.
When she passed away, our lawyers in LA found out, our entertainment lawyers found out that there was already companies wanting to make a movie, and because we live, there's freedom of speech, anybody can kind of basically do everything without giving the consent of the family. So that was one of the main reasons why the movie came out 2 years after she passed.
So they jumped on it and they said, we got to do a movie. And if we don't own that narrative of Selena, other folks would have taken that narrative of Selena. If you think about it, so many beloved celebrities that have tragically died, like Aaliyah, right? People want to own and do unauthorized biographies of these celebrities. And so when you have the family that kind of came together and said, we're not going to let that happen, they had to jump in. And it sounds like they didn't have much of a choice when it happened. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think J-Lo can take criticism? But I'm going to tell you something is for those that have watched J-Lo for many years and have kind of known just the messiness of J-Lo, we know that this is how it is. I do have a question for Aisa Gonzalez. Why don't you contact the lady that was shot by Diddy, okay, from the New York nightclub? Because J-Lo was there.
Irony is, there was a grand jury. We all had to go and speak at the grand jury. J-Lo testified at the grand jury, as did many other people. It needs to be reopened because if that is in fact the case, she carried the gun in and she lied to the grand jury. It needs to be reopened.
And ask her how she feels about this whole situation, because I honestly think that the criticism is very well warranted. But that's just my opinion. You guys are entitled to your opinion. But Aisa doesn't feel that that's the case. She feels like it's bullying. I think it's criticism. And I think some of it is parody. And I think, and I've said this before, she could have done some like self-deprecating humor and join in on the fun because it is funny. Like it was comedic. Okay. Now what's happening with their marriage? I don't wish anybody to be divorced. That's not at all the case. But I honestly see this couple and I don't even see them in love. I don't see love when I see Ben and Jennifer, even when they've been together recently while these divorce rumors have been going on. It looks like such a forced connection. It doesn't even look genuine or authentic. Let me tell you, the Bennifer thing is done. It didn't work when they were together back then. It's not going to work now. Okay. And the way I see it is Jennifer's just going to move on. She'll remarry. She has to be in love. She has to be she has to be in a relationship. Even when she's not in a relationship, she has to be in one. She's just that personality that you could see that. And she's expressed that in her videos. She can't be alone. She can't enjoy her life. She can't enjoy her kids. She can't enjoy the little Milli Vanilli success that she's had. She just can't. So this is what we see from J-Lo. Look, I'm just one little person over here with a big opinion on the internet. I could be wrong. Do you guys agree with Aisa Gonzalez? Y'all feel like it's been so much bullying of J-Lo that she can't handle it, and now she's having to cancel everything? It took her 5 years to get back on tour. There's only so much time frame that you can do from going on tour to stopping music to selling records. There's a dip in that. If you don't keep going, pay attention to the artists that have had consistent success. That once they take a break, it becomes something different. And it's also very much a generational thing. J-Lo isn't for the younger generation. It just isn't. I could tell you, as having younger children that are teens, they don't care about J-Lo. They don't know who J-Lo is. Okay? That they're not keeping up with the J-Lo. They don't know what a Bennifer is. So it's a different generation. It just is. And for some of us that are older, we're millennials, we've kind of checked out from that a long time ago, especially when we realized that she wasn't singing her own music. Y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments. All right, I'll let you guys go. See you guys on the next one. Rabbits out. Bye, guys.